Hello, guys. Valorize your mental health because your mental health is everything you got to protect with the little last blood of drop in you. Does that mean that Debbie has changed? Because Debbie, for the very first time, for the very first time in her life, gave a valid advice to Clara. And do you know what that advice is? She told Clara that don't let Hans employ Jonathan, your husband. Don't let Jonathan, your husband, to also work in Hans's company. Because me and you, we know that your husband, Jonathan, can never change. Your husband is the most wicked and selfish and evil person that we know. He can never change. And him crying crocodile tears now is simply telling you that he wants to go there and get into the good books of you and Jonathan. Yes, he wants to destroy the relationship that you have left between you and Hans. That is what he wants to do. So I am advising you. So don't let him go closer to Hans's company. If you have ears, you hear. If you don't have ears, then it's all left for you, guys. And this is just so true. Just that Clara is blinded with emotions, blinded with her good heart, blinded with what somebody could tell her. So she's listening to her husband, not knowing that Jonathan is just pretending. Jonathan hasn't changed. Who doesn't know Jonathan now? And Jonathan is going to destroy everything. But God's so kind. Hans is a very smart one. Yes, Hans is not that type that Jonathan thinking that he will go there and mess up with his life. This is a fat lie. Let's watch to see what becomes of Clara and Jonathan. When Clara got home, Clara met up with Benny, the daughter. Clara was like, you have to be folding your dresses because sooner or later you will be on your own. So you have to learn these things. I don't have to do them for you any longer. Benny was like, Mommy, have you spoken to Hans about that? And Clara said, I am skeptical about this. What if your dad goes there and cause confusion there? Destroy Hans completely. Everything will boils down on me. That is my fear. And Benny was like, no, that has changed. Let's give him a second chance. And the mother was like, okay, for your sake, I'm going to do it in order to make sure that you take away that grooming face that you put on. Now, Clara left to see Hans. Hans was like, what brought you to my office? Clara said, Hans, I know you have helped me a lot. I know you have done so much for me. But I want to ask you one more thing. I want you to employ Jonathan in your company. I want my husband to work in your company. I don't want him to be idle in the house because each time when he's idle in the house, he knocks, he makes the environment chaotic. I don't want him to keep being there. I want him to man up and be a responsible man. And he has changed. And he told me that he wants to work. And you are the only one that is connected to us. Hans was first of all speechless. Hans was like, you left your restaurant, came here just to tell me that you employed Jonathan? Kind of stuff are you made of? The man that fought me on daily basis. It's just 2 days that we just fought. And now you're asking me to work with him together. What makes you think that I'm going to employ him? Clara said, I just plead with you to do it for my sake. Just do it for me. And he said, all right, I'm going to think about it. Go home, okay? And she left. Now, coming to Kennedy. Kennedy left and went to the office to see Hans. Kennedy has been truthful and been loyal as always. Kennedy went there to see Hans to tell Hans that, Hans, what is your problem? What is your relationship? What is your interest? On Clara. Clara is my friend's wife. And I know Clara and Jonathan for so long. I don't know you. I don't know your intentions. And the kind of money you're spending is making me to think otherwise. Please, I just want you to stay off Clara. Hans then now said, I can't stay off Clara. You know why? Truth has been revealed. If actually what Hans is saying is the truth, then this guy is somebody that never forgets his root. He is that true definition of the saying, never you bite a finger that fed you, or never you forget the hand that fed you. Clara has done so much to this guy. This guy said he is coming from a very poor background. He had nothing. And Clara stood for him. Clara was there for him. Clara even sold her only land and sent him with it abroad to study. And now that he has made the money and Clara is doing nothing, you want me, Kennedy, to sit and fold my arms and watch Clara suffer, all in the name of Jonathan. Kennedy, you are a liar here. I'm telling you, I won't do such a thing. Yes, take it from me. And Kennedy was like, I'm shocked to hear this. I never knew all this. You see that woman, Clara? I'm going to be with her, rain or sun, I will be there. Yes, nothing will shake me from her side unless I discover that she's financially empowered. I will not. This Hans is such a gentle soul. Hans is just a beautiful soul. Hi, how many people, in short, you that is watching this video, have you been grateful to the people that have been helping you out? Have you forgotten those that lifted you up to where you are today? Have you ever acknowledged them? Hans is simply trying to teach us that never you bite the finger that fed you. The person that supported you to become empowered, to become that person that you are right now. Don't forget that person. Okay? Yes, don't forget that person. A lot of us, that is what we do. Like 90% on 100. The people that help them to become who they are, they always forget about those people. And then they don't just forget about those people. They instead, in short, they cause what they call rebellion. They rebel against them. They come after them in full force. In short, they become their enemies for no just cause. And then they team up with those that never even supported them to be who they are. So that is what Hans is trying to teach us. That never you forget where you are coming from. Never you forget the people that push you to the top. Okay, my people, you that is watching, take note. And now we applaud Hans for this attitude, this character trait that he's portraying. So we can now see the reason why Hans is bent on helping Clara, despite the fact that Jonathan keep pushing, keep fighting, keep doing all that he can do to destroy it. Hans still stands firm and really see it right now. Oh, Clara, at times they say destiny, eh? Let's just watch and see the end. Maybe destiny will still push you back to the beautiful, positive side of life, unlike to this other toxic side of life. Now, coming to Hans. Hans was worried. Immediately, he was worried when he got home that how am I going to work with this guy, Jonathan, in the office? The two of us don't flow. How are we going to do this together? As he was contemplating, the mother stepped in, brought some juice for them to talk on.